What's up, you? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ink, back at it again with another video, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit that comment on the way out, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so you can get notified and actually watch the videos, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for subscribing. We gonna get into this shit with Ironwood State Prison, y'all. You know, I gotta talk my 2 cents and speak how I feel. And you know what I've been through also. So Ironwood State Prison, 15 Bulldogs. They took 15 Bulldogs and they put them on a level 3 yard, right? A GP yard, okay? Mind you, the Bulldogs, let me give you a little bit of history on them. The Bulldogs been a solid organization and faction since I could remember. They've always held their mud. They don't answer to anybody. And they handle their scandal when they need to handle it. Respectfully, you know, just like every other organization, you know, in general population on the active yard. So you can't turn anything down. They have to come out. They have to program. That's what people don't realize, that come watch these videos or hear about this shit that happens. They have to show up, even if they're put on these yards. They know when they go out there what's going to happen. And I tip my hat to them, man. Respect to them, bro, for knowing what the deal was. But they still showed up and went out to that yard, knowing they weren't welcome, knowing that it was going to crack off. And not only that, it supposedly cracked off with over 100 to 200 Surenos. Right? I don't know 100% sure if it was 200, 150, 100, whatever. But from what they're saying, 150 to 200 people. From what they're saying, it was 150 to 200 Surenos that were involved in this riot with the Bulldogs. Now, mind you, 5 people were sent to the outside hospital. 5 people were treated there. Now, 5 other people were life flighted in a helicopter off the yard. Okay, so nobody passed away. But let me tell you something. Them 10 dudes that had to go to the outside hospital and that had to be life flighted, they ain't never gonna be the same, bro. I'll tell you that right now. They ain't never gonna be the same. So when is CDCR gonna stop this shit? They knew this shit was gonna happen. This shit's been happening since I've been in prison. When I was in Solano, you know how many people I've seen from that general population yard get sent to SNY yards or 50-50 yards? Once you drop under 2 years and you drop points and you're ready to go home, even if you just came off a level 4 down to a level 3, if your points drop and you're going home under 2 years, they're sending you to a yard, 50-50 or SNY yard. The reason why they're doing that, think about it, bro. Now, you're either going to victimize, you have to go to that yard and get off, or they're going to get off on you. So it's a lose-lose situation. Or you could decide to stay, and then if you ever go back to prison, or if you don't get released right away, and you have to do a little bit more time, you bump your points up, then you go to a level 3 and they send you back to a general population yard, you are no longer accepted because you stayed and programmed on that yard. So it's a lose-lose-lose situation regardless of how you look at it. It's at the point to where everybody's got to stand their ground right now. Everybody has to. They can't decide not to. You know, CDCR is pushing the issue. People want to go home. People want to see their families, wives, and kids. We've talked about it. I've talked about it in prison with cellies, dudes that were going home, dudes that did 16 years, bro, dudes that did life and got off a life sentence or went to the parole board and they're like, hey, we're going to let you out. These are the people they're sending to these yards. People that have been trying and working, doing milestones, been down for 16, 20 years, life. They get a date and then they send them to these facilities, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. It's supposed to be rehabilitation. There's nothing that's rehabilitation about what the fuck they're doing. Period. I don't care what nobody says. Population control, that's all bullshit, bro. Population control. SNY was only 33% of the population, bro. in 2018 or 17, whatever year it was that they implemented it, they were only a third of the population, 33%. They were not 50%. They weren't more than half. And then you had everybody saying that basically the population of SNY was bigger than the GPs. That's why that they just started mixing everybody together and starting the whole integration, because they were already, you know, a bigger percentage than us and all that. That was complete bullshit. They were 33% of the population, bro. Meaning they didn't do this because SNY was already so much of the fucking population that, you know, they just, hey, we might as well just mix everybody together. Population control. No, bro. You know that California has gangs, organizations. You know California's politics. There's family members out here, bro, kids out here waiting for their loved ones to come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people don't give a fuck because it's in prison and it's going on with people that were sentenced to prison. But listen to me. How many times have you guys had a family member that got too many DUIs, that went to prison, that got into a bar fight, that went to prison, that did something minor, that ended up going to prison, that was not involved in the criminal world, that was not a bad person, never harmed nobody, but just ended up in prison for some odd or dumb reason? You have people behind the wall just like that. And then you also have people behind the wall just because we come from, you know, living in poverty, we come from the hood or whatever, bro, doesn't make us bad people. Just because we're part of organizations or we got tattoos, you know, there's still good people behind that wall, period. You know what I'm saying? And the families are out here trying to do what they can to vouch for them. I'm trying to do what I can to vouch for the ones behind the wall also. That's why I make these videos. That's why I talk about it on my live on TikTok every night. I would love if any of you out there have somebody behind the wall in California that's going through the integration, especially family members, prison wives, mothers, fathers, doesn't matter, sons, you have a friend, you know what I mean? For real. We got to start voicing you guys. We need to start getting you on the channels. We need to start having the public speak the fuck up. I don't care. We could do interview after interview after interview after interview, but we need to start putting it out there. This shit is bullshit, man. CDCR, bro, saying that they're doing it for population control and doing it for all these frivolous, dumb reasons. If you guys really believe that, bro, you're a bot. You're a fucking robot, bro. You'll believe anything that's put on a screen or put in front of you. That's not why they're doing it, bro. Think about the bigger picture. How many people are gonna, you know, ultimately be hurt or pass away or never come home or not come home for another 5 to 10 years because of what CDCR is doing? If they never did none of that and they just kept doing the same program, they had their yard, GP has their yard, and just ran programs, rehabilitation programs, put more programs on the SNY yards, put more programs on the GP yards. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They could have kept it just like that and still shut down prisons and did what they had to do. There was enough prisons in California to separate the general population in the SNY. Come on now. There's 34 fucking prisons in the state of California. Not only that, they're closing prisons down now because there's not as many people as incarcerated in the prisons anymore. Mostly in California, especially Southern California, people are doing prison terms in county jail now. Just a big FYI for you guys, so you guys wondering, oh, they've been letting all these people out. There's a bunch of people out there closing prisons. Yeah, they are. There is more people out than there used to be, but the numbers are not as big as you think. Okay, there's a lot of people doing prison terms in county jail now. All right, so that's just what it is. Do your research. And not only that, you know what they're gonna do again? They still got Bulldogs on that yard that they just transported, that they're gonna let more out again after this already happened. So they're gonna let more of them out. So think about that shit. Think about that shit, man. If you're a normal person out there, bro, and you hear this shit, you watch it, bro, man, we gotta start sticking together and come part of this movement. We really need to get shit done, bro, because, hey, man, this shit ain't right. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick, bro. It makes me sick. Makes me sick, man. People, I got homeboys whose kids is in there right now trying to come home, bro. Literally on a 20-year sentence right now. Got 7-8 more years left. And he's going to be put in one of these fucked up situations to where he doesn't come home for another 7-8, or if he comes home, like, come on, man. What's wrong with y'all? CDCR needs to step their game up, homie, because we know what's going on. Everybody needs to start putting it together. Everybody needs to start seeing what CDCR is doing here, bro. And we need to start standing up. Before, we didn't have a lot of families and a lot of people to voice and talk about it all over social media like we do now, man. We got to start making a difference. We got to start banding together, especially when it comes to rehabilitation, when it comes to reform. You know what I mean? When it comes to our people on the street. You know what I'm saying? It's time, man. All right, y'all. This your boy Ink, back at it again with another video. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, bro, and hit the notification button, man. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the moon. The only way I can have a voice for you guys is if we build this platform. I'm definitely going to be one of those voices. You know what I'm saying? I come from prison incarceration. I did over 10 years in the California prison system. I've been out over 2.5 years. I'm definitely going to advocate for the people behind the wall, not just the people behind the wall, but the family members that it affects. Straight up, man. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Thank you.